Hello. This is lovely. Today is just lovely up in Scotland. It's about 16 degrees. I have to wear a coat, a jacket. Not a coat, sorry. But this is Scotland for you. Beautiful scenery. And when the weather's like this, Scotland is pleasant. However, we don't get enough nice days up in Scotland. Therefore, I will be relocating to the south of France in October. Now, the reason why I can relocate is because I'm a trader, and I have been lucky. And the reason why I've had success is I have read the books, I have been to seminars, I read the Financial Times, I also watch lots of YouTube videos made by other professionals. And then I've made my informed decisions about what trades that I should put on. Now, one of the reasons why I've had success, and to share this with the world, is I do look at the balance sheet of the company, but I look at what the future sales are going to be in the future, hypothetically. What I imagine the sales are going to be in, say, 3 years time from now. And if you think that company's going to grow over the longer term, I will buy it. Personally speaking, I like buying precious miners. I'm a UK resident, therefore I have preference to buy UK listed shares on the London Stock Exchange. And I will be selling some of my position because I'm going to get a top of the range Volkswagen camper. Top of the range. And it will be relatively new. The reason being is I'm a teacher, I have to look professional, and having a small Volkswagen camper is non-threatening to people. I think when you live an alternative lifestyle and you've got a great big vehicle, people don't like it. But I think if you've got something small, not taking up too much space, I think people can cope with it better. But that's just how I see it. We're all different, but also the other reason why people won't have a problem with me having a relatively new Volkswagen camper is because it shows money. The vehicle will probably cost £60,000, £70,000 cash. Yes, I can afford £60,000, £70 cash because I'm a financial trader. Now, the British government would like British citizens to be traders. And the problem with the UK is we're needing new role models. Because we need more British citizens to buy British companies and invest in those companies and to live off the dividends. Yes? Now, I'm leaving the UK. Basically, I'm up in Scotland. Scotland's fine, but the weather's not good enough for me. I'd rather be international where the weather's nice in the winter time, and more or less in the south of France it's about 15 degrees on a good day, and I like that. And the climate down south of France is more constant. It doesn't change so much. In Scotland it changes so much because of the wind. It rains nearly every day. At the moment since I've been up in Scotland it's more or less rained every day this time. There's nothing wrong with it raining, but you can't do your exercises outside when it's raining, or you have to have an umbrella. You need something to cover you from the rain, and it's just inconvenient. It's much better to be somewhere where it's sunny most of the year and It's pleasant. Now, I've got international skills, so my life is different to a normal van lifer, but in a sense I will be giving up the van life anyway, full time, because I need to get a French visa, and for that I need a residence. It's not a problem. Because I'm a trader, it's not a problem. Now, I've done this now for 4 years, and I really, really loved it, and I've got into it. Really, really love it. And what I see in my everyday life, I keep repeating about this, too many people are working too hard for money, and they're not making money work for them. I do assure you, I've got to tell you, because I've got over 100k net worth, much more than 100k, a lot more than 100k, that money does compound over 100,000. It does compound, and the dividends are much higher once you go over 100k, and that money makes other money. For example, dividends. One of the company I'm getting dividends from that, BP. And what I'm trying to say to you is, once you're outside the system and you can make money work for you, you never look back. But I think a lot of people may be negative. I see the young generation here in Scotland are no different to England or France for that matter. I see friction. But there's also responsible parenting. I'm going on today, and I'm going to rip today because I'm going to speak the truth. I always speak the truth and people don't like it. Tough. The reason being is I'm worldly. I talk differently, and I speak other languages. I talk different. Because when you speak other languages, you learn other languages, you see other ways of thinking. For example, south of France has a Mediterranean diet. I love it, love it. In Scotland, they have the Scottish diet, and I'm afraid to say quite a few Scottish people are obese. I'm not going into statistics, but there's something in it. And I'm sorry, the Scottish need to get their diet together. Not all Scottish are, some Scottish are slim, but I've got to tell you that in Scotland, there appears to be a problem with diet. In the south of England, where I was, it's not so bad. More people seem to have their diet in check, their nutrition. Maybe it's the weather up here, the weather being colder and it's damp. Maybe people eat the wrong foods. I'm not exactly sure, but what I'm trying to say to you is if you're mobile like me, you've got international qualifications, you've got financial independence I have, I'm a trader, I make money. The good thing about me is I make money online. And if I need money, all I do is just transfer money from my brokerage account to my current account, and I've got money within 2 or 3 days, if I need money, that is. And even abroad I've transferred money. It works. And what I'm trying to say to you is with the internet, in France, because I've been to France, the internet is beautiful in France. Really, really works well. Also, France is set up for alternative living. Thank you, France, for that. In the UK, we need to get more people out of houses. And we need to get more people into trading. The reason being is, I'm in nature every day, and my mental health is just so much better. Mind just saying that, because I've got financial independence, I don't need to work. I think at one time I was an idiot and I was broke. I was good at earning money, and I was an idiot. I was good at spending money. And now, because I respect money, I make money in my sleep, I'm so much happier. And Scotland is no different to England or France. So many people are missing it. Because once you get money working for you, you're just much more relaxed. Now, on another matter, because I just talk straight, I do get a lot of attention from women. The reason being is because I've got healthy body, healthy mind, and well, I'm on a little island. I buy the Financial Times at the weekend and read it. This is a small island, so they obviously know if I buy the Financial Times I have money. Generally speaking, people that buy the Financial Times are savvy with money, more likely to be. But on that subject, life is back to front, because I've got a degree, and my English language degree has benefited me with reading financial reports, the annual reports, because I can think critically. But what I'm going back to, really what I'm really trying to say to you is if I had money pressures, had to pay maintenance, which I don't, I've been on my own for 15 years. If I had money pressures, would I be happy? Probably not, because I'd have to do a job I didn't want to do just for the money. You might love the job, but having to grind it out just for the money, well, it might take the pleasure away. Whereas, if you had money, you continue watching your personal development like me, and you come near me, you won't look back. I don't do this YouTube channel for financial benefit. I want more people to be like me. Get into nature, have financial independence, and not to be a burden on the state. In Scotland, where I am, I think there's quite a lot of disadvantaged people. And they're probably stuck in the poverty trap. And as you can imagine, if you were stuck, isn't that water sound lovely? Do you hear it? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's lovely. But what I'm saying to you is, going back to the subject, once you get your life working for you, you never look back. But if you're stuck in poverty, there's more likelihood of bad diet, not exercising, and your mindset's not right. Because I've noticed with me doing fitness 6 days a week, clean nutrition, I have a positive mindset. And life does compound, not just financially, but once you've got your life together, you really are, you've got values to give to others. I mean, obviously me having a welfare van, I didn't realise I would love the van life as much as I do. It's given me independence and freedom of movement, and I can live anywhere. I love it. And because I'm outside the system, I'm not trapped in it. I think a lot of people probably get trapped in the system because they have bills to pay, they might have been divorced, or they may have chosen the wrong partner, and they've got themselves into a bit of a hole. And I think a lot of people are like that actually. They get themselves into a hole and they can't get out. And it's easy to go for the next quick fix. Me personally, I've been on my own for 15 years. I don't do fitness because I want female attention. No. I do fitness because it's a discipline. I just love it. And I look forward to teaching English. And my French is coming on. It's not as good as I would like, but learning a language is tough. You just got to slog it out, do it every day, and it comes on. And what I'm trying to say to you is subconsciously I'm happy because I've got no money pressures. I am quite sad because I have to get rid of my van. I've sort of told you this before, and I don't want to get rid of it because my van's perfect, but it doesn't look the part. I look like some sort of person just getting by, and if you're a teacher, you need to give off professional vibes, and the Volkswagen camper I'm getting, it will give off the right vibes. Nearly new, sleek, professional build, everything all top quality, high quality. Will give off the right vibe, but I'll buy it in October, and then I'll go to France. And I'm going to share all this with you, because I've got an international child, yes, and I'm going to share this knowledge with you, my life, because my English language is different. I like being with people who speak English as a second language, and to be a native speaker with them alone. I love being vulnerable, and I love learning new ways of thinking, and that's probably why my diet's good and I've got the six-pack, because I've been with people that do the Mediterranean diet. Whereas up in Scotland, probably what the problem is, the weather can be harsh. It's cold and miserable here in winter time. I don't like it. And probably because of the climate is harsher, maybe that's why the diet is not so good here in Scotland. Because on the west coast you get the weather can be awful winter time with the west coast wind. Awful. And maybe that causes them to have bad habits. But that's how it is. And if you travel, you will see another point of view and another way of doing things. And because of that, you grow as a person. So I'm going to end it at that, and I hope you'll come back for more. But I'm not being snobby. I'm not saying it because I want the perfect Volkswagen camper, because I want to look good. It's not like that. It's the way of people. If you have money, it shows success, and people are more tolerant of you if you have money. Whereas with my welfare van, some people might think I'm a bit dodgy. I mean, people will see what they want to see. But with the van life, I didn't realise I was like it as much. The van I've got at the moment, Vauxhall Movano, super reliable, chain driven, so it's good on fuel. It really is a good vehicle, but it doesn't look the part. Whereas the Volkswagen I'm getting will look the part. And you have to give off the right impression, especially when you're a teacher, because you have to be trusted. And I'm going to do this. So I'm sharing this with you, because it's just so sad. So many people just don't understand that once you get money working for you, you get choices. Right. For example, I'm mobile, don't like the weather in Scotland. Well, is that same in England, by the way? If it's weather's bad, I'm off to France. Down to France, thank you very much. And that's a good thing about being mobile. I don't have any money pressures, right? But on this subject, if I need money, I just Google and say, where can I get the most money for my skill set? Oh, thank you very much. But obviously, I would go to an area where it would be suitable for me.